Hello, everybody. I've been having less songs come through in the middle of the night and more dreams, and also just I feel like this was kind of a dream, but also like a direct message. It's like Spirit is speaking to me, and then I wake up and hopefully I can remember what was said. And the other night I could remember and I popped it in my little notes. So I'm going to read this to you and then we're going to try and expand upon it because with all the things that come through for me, I know there are messages for me, but there's also messages for at least some of you out there. The message was, because when you step towards growth, there is divine protection in place to make sure those that cannot meet you at that level do not have access to you, cannot see you. You are protected. Because when you step towards growth, there is divine protection in place to make sure those that cannot meet you at that level do not have access to you, cannot see you. You are protected. You are protected. There's a piece of this that's feeling like that alignment piece of what so many of my messages speak to. Magician. Of people falling out of your life that are no longer in alignment with you. God is filling up your cup. God is protecting you. Just for the Hierophant and death and justice. Whew. Chills. I'm going to pull a few cards and then I think we're going to do a scribble message actually because it's feeling like this just wants to channel through. But anything you want to give us to just guide that spirit around this message of stepping into your growth and being protected. Those that, thank you. Can't see what that is, so we'll have to grab it. Anything else? 3 more shuffles. 1, 2, 3. What did I say? The Hierophant and Death before? They're together. And then the 3 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. And I can see the Fool sticking out. See what fell on the floor? They're just the bottom of the deck cards. So you are protected from the devil. What? Oh my God, so many chills. Oh, I'm covered in chills. Holy moly. That energy is in so many of my readings right now. As I said, bottom of the deck, we had 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is heartbreak. 4 of Pentacles is like the things you might be holding on to. You're protected from these. I've just recorded a video, which is probably about to post itself. It was scheduled automatically for 10:10, which felt like divine alignment. But I've just posted a video on surrender, and it was us needing to let go of the ideas of what is meant to be in our lives as we step into this new timeline. And that doesn't mean it's easy to accept that. There's probably people that you love very much that will start to fall out of alignment with you because you've stepped towards growth. And again, let me find this, because when you step towards growth, there is divine protection in place to make sure that those that cannot meet you at that level do not have access to you, cannot see you. You are protected. I'm really getting that. Like, this is your new chapter. You are stepping into this new chapter. You are divinely protected. But I'm also getting with the Hierophant card here, and like death and rebirth is the ultimate growth. This is your spiritual awakening, your spiritual growth, the healing journey you've been on, where you have, you've broken down everything that you once knew and are stepping into this new version of you. But it really strongly with this Hierophant card here, I'm getting you're stepping into a new role. There's some chills crazily as I say that. There is some spiritual role that you are stepping into right now, which is why you are needing to be protected from those that don't have your best interests at heart or keep you chained to the past or may block you from stepping into what you're meant to be doing right now. And there's a big piece here around just needing to surrender and just trust that. In that video that I've just recorded, it was very much you will be provided with the resources and the connections that you need to step into what you came here to do, this role. This feels really, I'm not saying this role lightly, this feels like a leadership position as we step into this new timeline, which is very much Hierophant energy, really, anyway. Teacher, leader, shaman, spiritual guide, whatever it might be. You are being called to step into that as a result of the growth and the healing and the work you've been doing on yourself. And you are divinely protected right now. For some reason, I'm just wanting to just go back. Is there anything else, Spirit, on this before I go to just trying to channel whatever else wants to come through? My third eye is on fire. Two more. Interesting. Seven of Swords, Lies and Deceit. Ace of Swords, Truth, coming in quickly with the Knight of Swords and the Tower. The Devil and the Tower, and the revealing of truth. You're protected is all that just keeps coming through here. I'm not sure in this is I'm covered in chills. This could be one of two ways, it could be both ways. There will be truths coming to light around lies and deceits that have been towards you by other people that's going to allow you to release these connections or these situations. The other piece of it feels almost like people are going to, I don't feel like you're lying. I feel like there's some truth that's going to crown you. You know how I said you're stepping into a role? I don't know if you intuitively receive this, like you get a download that this is your role and you step into it, or you share some truth that allows you to step into it. There's something about a truth coming to light. And with the Seven of Swords, you might have already known this, but been deceiving yourself or not trusting it. I mean, we all have a role to play in this new timeline. You might speak the truth around some of this kind of energy that's been in your life that might bring things crumbling down. And that might feel very against how you would normally go about things, is kind of what's coming through there, but it's needed and it's all happening for a reason. It's allowing you 10-10 on the timer as I say that. It's allowing you to step into this new chapter. All right, let's see what wants to come through with the channeled message. I just feel like I need to read that because when you step towards growth, there is divine protection in place to make sure those that cannot meet you at that level, do not have access to you, cannot see you, you are protected. There's something that literally makes people fall out of your life. Let's just see what wants to come through. Thank you, Spirit. What more do you want us to know about this? I'm getting the feeling for some of you, this ascension, awakening path that you've been on has been quite a steep one. It's happened very quickly. For some people, that will have happened over a number of, years, even decades that have been on this path. But for you, this has been very quick. I'm almost getting the feeling like this tower situation has happened for you in the past, in terms of something totally disrupting your life that caused quite a quick awakening, which is true for many people. It is often events in our lives that make us start to ask the questions that allow for an awakening, but it has been quite quick, including your spiritual growth. And the opening of your spiritual gifts is kind of what's coming through there as well. And that has already meant that people have fallen out of your life, because you're kind of a totally new person to who you might have been before this. It is that total death and rebirth kind of energy. That was all meant to happen that way. Because in some ways, because it's happened so quickly and you've needed to release the things that you have already released as part of that process, it was preparation for this next step, for you really being able to step into this role, step into this position. that you will be called into, that you'll be crowned into, that will take you believing the growth that you can achieve quickly. Because when this first is offered to you, I'm almost getting it might come through a meditation or a dream, like this spiritual anointing is the word that's wanting to come through. There will be a piece of you that will resist because you won't feel good enough or worthy or prepared enough in some way. But Spirit is wanting me to remind you that look at how far you've come already so quickly. You now have the framework installed, but also you have the support on the spiritual realm to really allow you to step into this role. And it's not even learn everything that you might need for this role. It is remember. That's what Spirit's saying. Remember, this actually already all exists within you. This is what your soul came here to do, signed up to do. It is now just a matter of surrendering to this truth. That might also be that Ace of Swords piece, is what's kind of coming just through. The piece I was getting around you deceiving yourself. In some way, you've known this. You've known you were meant for more than you are currently doing, existing within, practicing. I'm not really sure what the word is. And you've kind of been deceiving yourself. And Spirit saying, no more. You can't hide from this anymore. The world needs you now. Your communities need you now. And you are being called to rise up. Yes, there is free will, but don't let fear, ego, feelings of unworthiness hold you back from what you actually not only signed up for, but are more than. You are the person for this role. And I'm getting more and more with that in terms of a truth that you might, how I said the thing around the tower, you might express some truth that brings a tower down on the devil kind of energy. I'm really strongly getting that feeling that when you step into this role, there will be truth that you are speaking that will start to undo and free other people from this devil energy. That could be on quite a grand scale for some of you. That could be on, the level of freeing people from the matrix by you speaking your truth, stepping into your role. It may also be in your local community in some way that there are people existing within devil type of connections, relationships, addictions. Yeah, something that is grounded in some form of control or toxicity that isn't for their best and highest good, and you will be stepping into a role to help those people out of those situations, to support them in freeing themselves, is what's coming through. It may be that it is related to, how I said before, your growth has been quite quick. It may be whatever that thing is related to that experience for you, or at least an experience that you have had within this lifetime and possibly past lifetimes. And so while you don't feel like you've got it all figured out, because it has been a fairly recent experience for you, you do have the knowledge and skills needed that these people need right now to find their own way out of whatever those situations are. I think that's it. This is the scribble. I was almost getting dragon kind of energy from that. So that might be an energy you're wanting to connect with right now too. Dragon energy is very prevalent right now. So that might be something to call upon to help you in the moments where you're needing strength. Is kind of what's coming through there. Wow. All right. I hope that helps some of you to really trust this calling, step into your role, step into, whatever is on your heart, and surrender.